I just got fucking permabanned.
575 to 478.
Go ahead, 575.
The streamers are live and currently exploiting request permission to issue a permanent ban.
You have a go 575. Enjoy.
Roger that, and thank you.
These cheaters have been punished by the men and women from Ricochet. All streamers are guilty until proven innocent.
Activision just dropped a bombshell on the cheating streamers, and yes, the salty tears are flowing. In a nutshell, they've essentially canceled the World Series of Warzone finals. Well, kind of. The event is still happening, the streamers still have to show up, but it's been stripped down to the bare minimum. It'll only run for a few hours, there's no Solo Yolo, and get this, no tickets are being sold. That means no live crowd, nothing. Just them, the game, and silence. But before we get into the full breakdown of what this means, let me quickly read out some key rules you need to hear first.
Participants shall not at any time make, post, publish, or communicate to any person or entity or in any public forum any false, defamatory, libelous, or slanderous remarks, comments, or statements concerning Activision, the administration, any of their respective representatives, the franchise, World Series of Warzone, the other squads or their respective participants, or any other product or service of Activision. In addition, participants shall not encourage members of the public to engage in any activities that are prohibited.
Breaking these rules absolutely warrants removal from the World Series of Warzone. That's not speculation, it's written directly into Activision's official rulebook. I am formally requesting that the entire event be shut down and that all participating streamers who have broken Section 7.7b be immediately removed as per the rules laid out by Activision Publishing. Anything less would be a direct contradiction of their own enforcement standards. With that in mind, let me now show you a list of streamers who are actively violating these rules publicly and repeatedly. You've got Destroy, who's about 4 feet tall, by the way, and displaying a massive amount of small man syndrome by using the entire emoji toolbox to mock Activision. Then there's Modern Warzone, who built a following by pretending to be officially connected to the devs, now trying to use peer pressure to force Activision into changing their stance. And FaZe Swag, shouting no crowd, like that means something. Just look at them, they're genuinely in tears over this. Then there's Skullface, openly attacking the publisher. That alone should be grounds for him to be removed from the tournament altogether. Honestly, just look at these clowns. I can practically taste their salty tears from here. These are grown men acting like this, actual adults, which is exactly why I always say they are completely unemployable. I mean, some of them are barely self-aware. They just think the entire AAA studio revolves around the streamers. Like, nobody cares one bit about Warzone streamers. And Biffle there, attacking Activision, ignoring the fact if it wasn't for Call of Duty, he would be collecting his welfare check next week and buying gallons of Coca-Cola with it. But it's just a sheer lack of respect. They just have absolutely zero respect for anything, and finally, everyone can see. They are a joke. Another idiot crying because they won't be able to feel special. Like, dude, nobody is paying to watch you clowns. How are you not getting it? The cheating streamers just don't get it. Activision has the data from last year. They couldn't even sell tickets for the finals. You can't magically make people show up. I know that's hard to grasp when you're used to magically making people show up to your streams, but that's called view botting. You can fake numbers online, sure, but that's not how the real world works. All you Warzone streamers play exactly the same, and honestly, you're completely boring to watch. This one is trying to get the event organizer sacked. The streamers actually want to take away the man's job. I'm not even kidding. They've laid off 60% of their staff, and the streamers want this guy fired. Activision, I hope you're watching. Yet you're still going ahead with the tournament and giving these ungrateful, unemployed bums $1 million between them. The streamers have drained the pot. There's nothing left. I told you this would happen in my letter to you 6 months ago. And then there's Adrian. This clown was permanently banned a few months ago for cheating, literally caught using software to gain an unfair advantage. And now he's trying to act like some authority, telling Activision they don't care? They're giving these idiots $1 million. $1 million! In what twisted reality does that mean they don't care? These streamers have milked over $8 million from Call of Duty in just 3 years. And look at how they repay it, with entitlement, disrespect, and blatant hypocrisy. Adrian, a banned fraud, actually has the audacity to open his mouth and criticize the company that built the entire game he is leeching off? It's unbelievable. And it gets worse. Activision is just sitting there, letting it slide. Imagine being a AAA company and letting actual garbage human beings smear your name while you're handing them life-changing money. It's pathetic. Modern Warzone tweeted out, desperately trying to prove a point. He was trying to show Activision how great the atmosphere was in London during the World Series of Warzone Global Finals. He claimed that this year's final won't have a crowd, implying that the London event did. But take a look. The place was completely dead. The seats were empty, and the only people who showed up were friends of streamers, VIPs, and family members. That's it. Nobody wants to watch these frauds. And Activision knows this now. I'm sorry, but I just find the whole thing absolutely hilarious. Now you've got Joe telling Activision to, quote, stop saving pennies. Seriously? These streamers have made millions off Call of Duty, and now they're turning around and attacking the very company that made them relevant. They bit the hand that fed them, and now, finally, the hand bit back. They keep running their mouths about how, quote, amazing the crowd was at the World Series of Warzone in London. Are you kidding me? I covered that event. Do they not remember there was basically nobody there? There was literally one stand. And the people who were there? They were booing the Warzone streamers for hiding in corners with riot shields the entire match. That's what they're proud of?
Maybe that's the play. There's the riot shield strat we know and love. Copperbox, they don't like it. They want to see kills. Everybody's booing. Aiden says, boo all you want. I'm grabbing 100K.
You can boo, I want the bag, it doesn't matter.
And then there's Ebates, a coach for one of the World Series of Warzone teams, even though he's never actually won anything. He's been posting pictures showing off how great they had it last year, spotlighting their so-called watch party from the LAN event. Then someone asks him a fair question. What if watch parties aren't allowed this time? What if Activision takes them down over copyright? And Ebates replies, all hell will break loose. If that's not a direct threat, I don't know what is. Seriously, who do these people think they are? They act like they own the franchise, like Activision has to answer to them. It's insane. Anyway, I just knew you all needed to see what's really going on behind the scenes. Please be sure to like the video and all that jazz. And I'll be sure to keep you all updated on any new developments. I'm Call of Shame. God bless every one of you on the other side of the screen.